rolling. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back again.
Hey.
Yeah. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back again.
Hey.
Yes. Welcome back. Episode. Yeah. They know. We got Milani J in the building.
That's right, baby.
Literally just today.
Literally in the building. It's good to be home.
Oh man, what's up, podcast world? Kaden.
Black kids. That's what you should title it.
Oh man, what was that? Yeah, we back. Oh yeah. So I Can't Afford to Quit podcast with your boy Brentel, and today in the basement, the grand, illustrious, say whatever the fuck she wants.
That's right.
Milani J is in the building, literally.
Finally.
How you doing?
I've been doing good, came out here for a minute. I got, some medical problems. Came home for a while. But that ain't gonna stop me from working. We still out here doing events, still out here grinding. Mm-hmm. And still got my crib back home. So
Okay.
It's all good. Yes, sir.
So, the most important thing, your health.
Right.
You're doing good.
I mean, it's an everyday struggle.
Yes.
People with autoimmune, disease and stuff like that. It's an everyday struggle. I have lupus, and sometimes you can't get out of bed, and sometimes you can't.
Mm-hmm.
But the days that I can't get out of bed, I'm grinding.
The most of it,
yeah, I'm grinding. So
that's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Yeah, we praying for you.
Oh, thank you.
Second most important thing right now is did you get your Black Panther tickets?
Nigga. You know what? I did not get them. Only for the simple fact.
You don't know where you're going to be at?
Right. I don't know where I'm going to be at. And, I deal with Blockzilla back in New York. And,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Woo, black kids, man, I tell you. But no, seriously, I got Blockzilla, and he does a lot of movie reviews and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's like free tickets, and usually if I RSVP with him, he, you just go there for free.
Shout out to Blockzilla.
Yeah, if you don't know who Blockzilla is, you're really losing, because he's really, really major in the industry, and he does a lot of celebrity interviews when it comes to a lot of movie reviews.
Yeah.
If you go to his page on Instagram or whatever, you can see him. And I mean, he's dope, and I want to be like him when I grow up.
With that, we'll go with the Black Panther news as soon as my internet gets together. Okay.
I just want, honestly, for this to be one of the biggest movies ever.
As far as the box office, as of right now, Black Panther, like the day that the tickets went on the market, which I bought, I got me and the girls tickets. Like, right, as soon as they hit the market, and like Vic, everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All my cousins, we taking the kids, everybody going. It's gonna be a big event.
Right.
So, and I got my outfit. But anyway, they made $179 million like within 12 hours off of pre-sale tickets.
Alone.
And with that, they beat the highest selling movie for us pre-sale tickets. They broke the record within 12 hours. So everybody know, like, as far as the black dollar, how powerful the black dollar is.
That's right. And it's going to be very supportive.
A representation of that.
Right.
Like, even if you don't like superhero movies, you kind of. I hate the fact that whenever a black movie comes out, we gotta feel obligated to support it because we don't get much representation, right?
Right.
So, this is one of those moments.
Right.
I don't feel bad doing that because everybody knows I love Black Panther, but I kind of feel like if we got to make this a $1 billion movie, right? Or we're not going to get those opportunities again.
Right.
The Ryan Cooglers and there's not going to be.
Everybody else has. I feel you. I also think that I like the fact that it is a superhero movie, and that the black industry and the movie industry is starting to come out with other things for African American culture besides
slave movies,
the slavery movies. Because Taraji had the Proud Mary.
Which is there's okay, they put the movie out, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as with that, it's almost like Sony undercut the success of that movie because they didn't promote it. There's a lot of theaters in the city. They didn't have the Thursday night screening.
Right.
They canceled like an hour before the actual screening was like supposed to happen. So that happened in a lot of cities. So it's like, man, y'all
and they
undercutting shit,
right?
You know what
and
I mean?
They like to play a lot of black movies in white cities or in white towns where there's not going to be a drove of people going to see those movies unless unless it is, because honestly, like, a lot of white people really do go and support like the slavery movies and stuff like that for some reason.
Because it's art, and like whoever the director is, they be following that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of they know that as far as it's almost like black paint or black tragedy porn. A lot of times.
Oh, snap.
You know what I mean? For real.
It's not funny, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
A lot of times. But as far as like Black Panther goes, black people are going to support this movie, and there's also like the nerd culture that supports
right,
this
like
movie.
we were talking about earlier with like the anime and the just the art behind comics.
It's going to be black nerds there, but it's going to be white nerds there.
Right,
they're geeking for this movie.
Right.
So.
I'm praying, and I know that it will do well.
Oh,
I mean, it already has done well. So
I think.
I mean, even the merch alone, like the merchandise, is like selling. Like this nigga got a Black Panther hat on right now.
But this old though. You know what I'm saying? You know, no, for real. Like this shit been out.
Right
now, it's new movie shit that's coming out. Like,
right
for the next year and a half, the new shit is gonna be popping.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like even the merchandise is gonna be flying off the shelves when it comes to Black Panther.
And they're going, and then you got to double back. You got to think like, okay, this comes out in February. Then you got Infinity Wars, which a Black Panther and Shuri and all of the Dora Milaje, everybody's gonna be in this movie, as well as the Iron Mans and all of that. So what that says is that Marvel and Disney, they understand that you give black people or people of color representation, and you're gonna get their money.
Exactly, and they need to know that.
Marvel, they want all the money. They want all the money.
They're doing the right thing.
They've been doing the right thing.
I mean, of course. And that what they did was they waited all the way until the end. Because I mean, what you have out first? You had when it came to Marvel. Like I'm looking at your poster right now. This nigga does have a poster down here.
Oh yeah, serious.
Captain America. Who else? Iron Man.
Yeah, but
Thor. They did all of them before.
See, they did all of that. It's a storyline. All of those movies build up to the Infinity Wars. Mm-hmm. He was the last piece.
Well, gotta save the best for last, right?
Yeah, he was the last piece in the phases. They went. It was 4 phases.
Mm-hmm.
Like so now, we're just closing up on phase 3 with the Black Panther film.
Okay, so what do you think they're gonna do?
Phase 4 is the Infinity Wars, where we get to meet Thanos. And Thanos is the baddest motherfucker.
You can't wait. Look, like the intensity in his eyes right now.
I'll put it to you like this: like he hasn't. Black Panther has the Infinity Stone. Mm-hmm. You know, somebody, Namor. Who else?
And see, you really have to follow them to know what it is.
I can't remember straight off the bat because there's only like 1 or like 4 characters have an Infinity Stone, right?
Okay.
They're powerful as fuck.
Okay.
Thanos has all of them.
Why he get all of them for?
Because he a bad motherfucker.
Okay, we're gonna have to watch it, y'all. We're gonna have to pull up. So pull up with the Black Panther.
That's why they call it's the Infinity War, because he has this fucking like a glove with Infinity Stones.
How do you feel? I want to ask you though, how you feel about DC versus Marvel though? Like,
DC, they have out. Everybody know I'm Marvel.
You
gang,
Marvel
bang,
gang.
bang. But as far as like DC comic books goes, they do the better comic book.
Yeah.
Their comic book universe
game
is
it's fierce.
because they've been doing it longer and they're just good at it. But when it comes to people of color and diversity, Marvel's killing it.
Right.
They know how to
Definitely.
kill the storyline. They know how to take from the comic book and make it excel in the movie universe better
I was
than anybody.
disappointed with Wonder Woman, to be honest with you.
It was the better film out of. It was the best film out of all of their
I
little
think. I mean,
universe,
just the
say.
backstory, yeah. But just, I guess I guess I just. I don't know. I expected more. I don't know why. I just
They left a lot on the table.
Yeah, right. And
But they
they're trying to
recut
set
the
up.
movie like 3 times though.
I was not. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" And then I like all hype going in there, and then I was just like, "Oh."
It did. It was okay. It was okay. Judging from a DC scale, I thought that was. I was like, "Hey, good job, you guys. You guys did great. You guys
did a good
I'm
job.
so proud of you guys."
Like, I was surprised because even my mom, she liked that movie, and she's not even into like anything that has to do with superheroes or anything like that. And her and my dad went to see it, and she was just like, "I really liked it," and I was just like, you know,
Because you watch the Marvel films,
right? Right. So I was just like,
you gotta judge it on the curve. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's not fair to judge it at a Marvel.
I just felt, you know what? I don't know if it's the whole feminist thing, but I kind of
They
felt
left a
like,
lot. They left a lot
I
on
just
the
kind of
table.
felt like, it was like, oh, she's just another love story. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. I just felt like, oh, just because she's a woman, now it's like. It's
you
got
to do more than that.
It's
yeah,
like,
you gotta do more
it's
than
like,
that.
oh, she's just playing it, like watering it down a little bit. Like, okay, now she got the dick, and now she don't care about the, bitch, get out there and fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like, I don't know.
I think far as like movie wise, we talking fiscally, business wise, they left a lot on the table with. They could have done so much more
That's
marketing.
how I felt.
The marketing for the movie was terrible.
Yeah, that
It
one
was
commercial.
awful. That was it. Like,
Like,
what are
okay.
you guys doing? There's so much. They could have had like, what? When did that movie come out? Was it? It was near the summer, right?
It was the summer, I think.
Okay, what else is happening in the summer? WNBA basketball. They could have done something, teamed up with them on a marketing level, and done. Okay, I'm pretty sure Serena is playing fucking tennis.
Something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
These are the closest thing to Wonder Women that we get. You know what I'm saying?
You already know, like,
on a political level, you could have done well. Maybe not a political level, but like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
right. A political level, like there could have been, somebody out there with, they do commercials and stuff all the time. They could have been somebody out there
Even
with
like
a shirt
rights,
on, a Wonder Woman shirt or something.
Feminist movement. You guys could have had. You guys could have done. They could have done a lot.
It could have been. It could have been
in.
brought in a lot more on a broader spectrum.
But while we're talking about that, did you see how Black Panther landed the Lexus sponsor?
No, I did not see that.
Yes.
Okay, so fill me in. I didn't see that.
They're gonna be the vehicle in the movies. They're gonna be coming up closer to the movie. There's gonna be Lexus commercials with Black Panther in it.
Love it.
Like anybody, like okay, as far as sponsors going and advertisements and things like that. As far as the movie goes, the vehicle sponsorship is the highest.
Right.
And they got a luxury vehicle, so that shows you how dope this movie is.
Well, you already know they've been talking about Black Panther for what, at least 2.5 years now.
You see, let's say 2014. That picture.
Yeah, like I said, like 2.5, 3 years. They've been
Four.
been talking about it for a
in
minute.
2014.
Yeah,
So.
You already know it's about to be. I just hope it's not disappointing. It better be on point.
I think Ryan Coogler is a great director, and we know, like, as far as the standard of Marvel movies, they don't put out duds.
Do you feel like the actor himself,
Chadwick?
right? Do you feel? No, I mean like after this, because it's a lot of times when you have a high paying movie and it's like very, very anticipated, it's hard to get roles after. Do you notice that? Like or you don't see them for like another 10 years. Like, do you feel like the actor after, because he's
in every fucking thing.
Yeah, exactly. But
so I'm like,
it's almost like he just plays different characters though. Like he's not. He was who was he? He was Jackie Robinson.
He was James Brown. He was Thurgood Marshall. Like, he was everybody.
Yeah, he's
Chadwick
everybody.
Boseman he was Rosa Parks.
Stop.
He's finna be Oprah on the
Aretha Franklin. Look.
Yeah, man. So like,
dang, I just don't want him to get this role and everybody be like, okay, and then because you already know, big movies like this, big movies like this can make or break an actor. Like if the movie,
I say he's been in too much.
Yeah, but if the movie
he's the go-to guy though.
Well, I certainly hope so, because if the movie is just like everybody, like it's like. If it does extremely well, which I'm praying and I think it will be, but if it doesn't, then it's just kind of like
this is okay.
For him,
I should say this off record,
it's gonna be rough. You know what I'm saying?
I should say this off record. Are you saying like if he lay a brick, he's not though?
Okay,
he's not. Hey, did you see Civil War?
Yeah,
you seen him? He killed in that.
I know. I'm just
he's
saying.
going to kill this role, and I think it's going to open even more doors for him.
Okay.
Now he's going to be on like I don't know, the biggest superstar level, like Tom Hanks type of level. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping so.
That's what I think. That's what I think is going to happen. But
I hope
what
not,
I'm saying
Tom
is,
Hanks always in trouble in his movies.
As far as the success of it goes, you not go. It's almost going to be like Obama. If OJ did it. Like, for real. Don't talk about my pastor. Like, it's going to be that level of you're not going to be allowed to say nothing negative.
Right.
Or we're going to disagree with you.
Right.
As far as black people go.
Right.
Bro,
like,
if this movie's trash, we're not going to say, we're going to act like it's the best thing in the world.
It was still good.
Yeah. It was so good. I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't know.
Yep. Check your racism. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all that shit.
Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Shit.
It's not going down. It's not going down.
Did you hear that at first they didn't even want to call it like Black Panther? They just wanted to call it Panther.
Like
literally, like the movie. Like like when they were coming out originally with the film, they did not want to label him as Black Panther. They just wanted to call him Panther. Because they knew what they were doing if they put that black on there.
All them black folks, yeah.
They knew what they were they knew that the labeling in itself was going to be, like you said, look, don't be talking about my pastor.
At the end of the day, how I say about anytime you include black or people of color, You want their bodies, but you got to deal with their voices as well.
Preach.
So
preach.
That comes with it, man. Put that black on there and get your money, dog. If you serious, because that's what's gonna happen. You gonna get the power of the black dollar.
Right, because black people will come out for their own. Like at the end of the day, I hate when people say, "Oh, black people don't support each other." What?
Yeah.
Real black people do support each other. They come out
sometimes we be loyal to a fault.
You right. Yeah. Like, nigga, didn't she kill your mom last year? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but
You know what I'm saying? She did say that stupid shit. She was cooning, but, we got to go ahead and support this movie.
That's so sad, but that's true. Like, why you got her shirt on? Well, we gotta support our own. It's like she locked your brother up for 12 years.
She said she don't like black people. What are you doing?
That's so sad. That is so sad. We do.
And be out of obligation. You know
because we know that nobody else is gonna support us. So like we have to.
If it's a Brit, there it's not gonna be other avenues and other opportunities for other people.
It's really not.
So. It'd be more than entertainment sometimes for us.
Right. Well, like you said, everybody go out and support Black Panther. In theaters, when is it? February
16th is the official opening date.
Okay, so
Thursday night is the night
that's the that's the midnight. That's the midnight showing,
I got
right?
the 7 o'clock.
Oh.
Listen, it's another thing because listen,
VIP tickets,
I had to be there because that is the opening night, and this is a new thing for a lot of black people in Twitter and things like that. They don't understand the protocol that you're not supposed to spoil the movie.
Right.
So I
goodness.
gotta get in
get
there
first.
Yeah. So the movie's not spoiled for me.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, like everybody go out and support, and I'm sure.
And don't bootleg this shit.
Please don't.
If you see somebody bootlegging, punch some niggas in their chest and break their cameras, all that shit.
Yeah.
Their computers, fry their hard drives, everything. None of that bootlegging is allowed for this movie.
Yeah, like let's not do that. Let's come on now. Because honestly, it don't be nobody else out there but Chinese people out there selling the bootlegs anyway, making the money.
They don't give a damn.
They sure don't. Be in Korean and shit. Like, why the Black Panther mouth moving like that?
It's stupid.
For real.
But in other positive news, ex-NFL player and teacher Aaron Maven raises money to keep freezing Baltimore public schools warm for students.
That's dope.
He's a former NFL linebacker turned educator. He raised money and national awareness about Baltimore students in desperate need of heat and warm gear. Last week, Maven, who currently works as a teacher at Baltimore's Matthew Henson Elementary School, shared a video on Twitter of students complaining about the frigid conditions inside of the classroom.
This is ridiculous.
I'm super, super cold. One boy said, yesterday I had frostbite.
That is ridiculous.
Wow.
I just want to know, do the principal wear gloves too? Like, where are the educators?
Oh, no, I bet you their office is warm as shit.
That's what I'm saying. So why are these kids having to... First of all, come on, Shaniqua, we homeschooling. Ain't nobody got time to be sending... Yeah, and who has time for that? A lot of public schools feel like because the education is quote unquote free, which it ain't, because let's be honest, you still have to... They will hound your ass for a lunch fee. You still got to pay lunch fees. You still have to pay.
But this is all a microcosm of how the school system across the nation is fucked up,
right? And failing the kids.
But it's a bigger scale. Like, let's look at it on a bigger level right here. Public school is funded by the taxes of the neighborhood, right? If there's no jobs, people are struggling, low income area, you're gonna have a low income school, right? That's where it's fucked up. You're in the system. Like, if you're in the area, you fucked up. That's where the system is. That's where the system does people in the area an injustice. I would
agree, but I'm gonna have to disagree just on a certain point. Just because when, like you said, in the neighborhood, in the community, people are freaking lazy. People can't say, okay, the system, quote unquote, the system is messed up, because people are not getting out to get jobs. People are not getting out to vote. People are not, they're not, but they're not doing anything in their community to help at all. If people, like when the schools have certain events, when they do fundraisers, after school today,
participation,
right? When they have the daddy hot dog day or whatever, dads, get your ass out and buy them hot dogs so that that the school can get some heat. Like, there's certain what is that called? The PTA, Parent Teacher Association. They send those sheets and stuff like that home. Like once a month? But
that doesn't, like, all of those activities or whatever, that should be for basketball uniforms, shit like that. You know what I mean? It's extracurricular activities. When your school is not providing a healthy, conditions in the classroom, that's a function of that the bills are not being paid. That comes from the taxes. The taxes pay those bills.
But why can't people pay the taxes to do that?
If you don't have a job,
and why don't you have a job?
You have. Okay.
Why don't you have a job?
It's a cycle of this area is a low income area that equals shitty school,
right?
Shitty education,
right?
What can you get with a shitty education?
Out.
As you thinking
out.
like that. You thinking like that because you didn't grow up like that.
That's true. That's true. I'm not trying to judge, but it's hard not to when you see generations of it. Like it's like,
if that's all you ever knew, and the people before you they didn't have a example of how to get out. They didn't have, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have somebody in their family that got out. They didn't have, somebody that had the ingenuity to make their way out.
So now we back to the product of the environment again. It's a product. You're
it's
a product
all a
of
cycle.
the environment.
It's all systematic.
So at the end of the day, what can, just like this teacher is doing, right? What can people do to change that in their neighborhoods?
As far as he goes,
right.
Like that guy, he had a big enough platform to do that as an ex-NFL player.
Right.
He had a big enough platform.
So
you see that, you participate.
So what do we do for the regular schmegular? Like if you're just in that situation, what do you do?
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, it comes down to group economics. That's the answer. That's the answer to everything that plagues the black community.
Okay.
If you got group economics, you're taking care of your own. You have your own hospitals. You have your own stores. You have your own lawyers. You have your own doctors. You know what I'm saying? You have your own schools, to where if it's black children in these schools, they're not getting mistreated. They're not getting treated less than in their schools. Oh, their schools. Oh, well, your taxes. Our budget. We don't have the budget for new books. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
when it's black people taking care of their own, that's never going to be a question. They always going to take it. They're going to be a motherfucking lunch line in the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess that's the answer then. The only thing about it is who's going to... That's right, but the only thing about it is people have to actually put in work for that. Action, yeah.
We need action plans.
Right.
Across
people
the nation.
Want to sit down and that's the thing, especially with black people, everyone has they have the solution, but they're not willing to work for it. They know what to do, but they don't want to get up and do it. Mm-hmm. And we can sit around all day and talk and don't do nothing. You have to actually go out
and put your thoughts in action.
Right. So, but I applaud that man for doing that. I mean, even as a ex NFL player, he didn't have to do that.
Mm-hmm. Even him spending, well, who knows, he probably could have got his college degree while he's playing football. But to go back he probably, I don't know if he's from Baltimore or not, but to go to Baltimore and try to educate these kids. Educating kids is like the biggest, positive you can do to society.
Right. Because that is giving them a platform in itself to get out.
As long as you're not indoctrinating the children, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh, Lord. I understand. I understand what you mean. I think that it's a great thing. And I think that even if, I'm sure there's probably, a whole bunch of shenanigans out there that's getting $10,000 back from income tax from their 18 kids. They could go to the school and throw $500 on the heat bill. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta think,
any little bit helps.
Yeah, but you got to think like, okay, there's a mental makeup difference between. Well, I'm sorry, not mental makeup, but a different behavior in high class people, middle class people, low class people. Do you know?
Oh, I absolutely.
Do you know what the difference is? Do you know what the difference is?
What is it?
I just explained this to Ava the other day. Mm-hmm. Low class people, they buy things.
Right.
You know, shit. You know, Xboxes, TVs, shit like that. Mm-hmm. They spend their money on stuff.
Right. That don't really amount to anything.
Middle class people spend their money on liabilities, houses, cars, things that cost.
Right.
Continual cost. Yes, you have property, but it costs. It's going to cost you. You're going to be shelling out. Wealthy people, they spend their money on assets, things that's going to make them money.
Right.
That's the difference. So if you have people in the low class, a lot of times they had $10,000, but they're going to get that shit right back. Because it's the makeup, the mental makeup. You know what I'm saying? The spending habits.
Well, maybe some of the people that are educating the kids, maybe they need to educate some of the parents.
That's what I was just about to say. It has to be like when our school goes. That's the shit that we need to be teaching for us, like black schools go. Group economics and positive spending habits.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm 35 and still working on my credit. You know, like it's rough. You know, it's rough. There's always situations that come around that you don't expect. But the one thing that you can't do is lie in it. You can't just you
gotta be proactive.
Right. You can't just lay around and just pray and that things is gonna and right. You know, within the weed smoke and be like, we all right. You know, like no, like we still got things to do.
The bills ain't moved not now, bit now.
Not now, nada. That bill's still there.
But they said that as far as the temperatures in the rooms, they clocked in around 40 degrees.
Oh my God. Do you know how cold that is? Like, I don't really feel like let me tell you something. If my son has to wear a winter coat at school all day,
he going homeschool.
My son is homeschooled. He's homeschooled. A lot of people are like, because my son's black. They're like, oh, homeschooled. A lot of black kids aren't homeschooled. My son is homeschooled for the simple fact that there's more opportunity being made at home for him to do other things than there is for me personally for public school, because there's more opportunity for him to make other moves besides being at school for 8-9 hours a day.
He's getting an education.
Right. He's still getting an education at home. Yeah. So.
It don't matter.
And he's warm.
Just like when I talked about on my sports show, like with LeVar pulling his youngest son, LeVar Ball, pulling LaMelo Ball out for homeschool. Like, if they're going to practice basketball all day and they're still being homeschooled, what's the big fucking deal? Y'all don't say nothing when Lil Bow Wow, Macaulay Culkin, all them motherfuckers, them celebrity kids, actors, how you think they got their education? They ain't go to school, they was homeschooled.
Yeah.
They was doing movies. You
That's
know
what I'm saying.
The children, what's the little, Raven Simone, them,
and
Orlando
Simone got Biles,
and
she was in gymnastics and stuff.
Any young, successful people, they getting homeschooled.
Yeah, he can't.
For the most part.
Right. He has auditions to do. He has things to do besides. You can't do two things at once. And if you're really, really trying to work on a dream, you have to be active with it. You have to, it's something that you have to be actively involved in. So, yeah, I mean, maybe that's an option for some of these kids out here that are struggling with heat and food. And then there's the food problem too. I'm sure you heard about that, where the kids couldn't afford their lunches or whatever, and some what are the cooks and stuff like that at the schools were getting fired for trying to feed the kids. It's like, come on, like, there's just so many problems in our school systems these days with bullies and the suicide rate among kids.
Right. I remember that story. What was it? I know what you're talking about. Where, like, they would do. Excuse me.
Are you yawning?
They weren't able to. They weren't able to pay the lunch bill.
Yeah,
the lunch tab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Which is
like,
that's run similar to jail. You know what I mean? The insensitivity is a lot.
It's like,
but as far as like with him, the football player, he raised $20,000, which helped purchase 600 space heaters and winter clothes for the students.
That's so dope. That's so dope. Shout out to him. What's his name again? I can't.
I forgot already.
It's
Aaron Maben.
Aaron Maben.
Shout out to Aaron Maben. You know, Black Positivity Award of the Week.
I know that's right. We need that.
Oh man. Yeah, but like I said, man, there's a solution.
The school system is just rough. I mean, do you know that I got emailed 22 times for $6 for a lunch fee before? I was like, come the fuck on. Like, you owe us $6. I was like, nigga, it's $6. Like,
that wasn't $6 worth of your time to email me 22
oh my
times.
It's that serious nowadays. Like, I don't know what it is about school. Like, I'm like, is your school suffering? What is it? But anyway, we're gonna pray for all those kids that are suffering in public schools too. It's rough out here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just gonna keep the positive vibes going. Mm-hmm. Michigan State University receives $1.5 million grant to build a slave trade and ancestry database.
Dope. Like, do you know how much I want to know about my ancestry? And that's so dope. When they doing that?
Let's see this.
Honestly, I really feel like because we didn't get reparations, like we said, that should be automatic for every black person to be like, for real. If you're born black,
at
like,
least give me
the free kit, nigga. Like, you know, we should have got that for Christmas. Like, they should have mailed in a box. Every black person in America should have got from Ancestry.com. They all should have been like, Merry Christmas,
free
niggas.
Credits.
Like, here you go. At least, like, look out.
Let's see the grant.
Because I'm still waiting for my mule and my 40 acres. You know what you can do with 40 acres right now?
I can't remember. There was somebody that did the translation, like the mathematically of what that would equal to now. Like, and it was back, I want to say 2010. I believe it was like $250,000 or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, they don't have the money.
They don't.
That's
the
why,
government is shut down as we speak.
That's why
like
reparations won't happen.
Yeah, but they could still, like, I mean, we talking $250,000 versus a $99
I understand y'all ain't got
kit,
the $250. Just give me the kit.
Can I get the kit? Nigga.
We'll work on the rest.
Right. Am I Cambodian or African? Like, I just want to know where I'm from. Like, we can work out details later.
Just let me get the kit right now.
Right. Like, nah. Shoot.
Yeah, but, they're working to cultivate a database for, enslaved people of the Historic Slave Trade Initiative. It will encompass data surrounding those who came to America through the Atlantic slave trade, giving individuals the opportunity to explore their ancestry. The news outlet writes, individuals who utilize the database will also be able to view maps, charts, graphics about enslaved populations.
That is what's up. Shout out to Michigan State for that.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great. I feel like the people who wrote the grant were probably people of African descent.
Of course.
And they landed that, and I wish their names would have been more public in this. I guess I can Google.
No, it ain't going to be public because people going to be emailing for that kit. Like, what's up?
Hey, yeah, you was on it, right? Look, hey, so what? Hey, man, listen to my address.
You
wrote it, right? You wrote the gram, right?
Y'all giving out any samples?
You wrote the gram.
You giving out any samples? Let me get that sample kit in the mail. They tried to stay anonymous. Like, listen, we put in the work. That's all we got. Like,
oh, so did you hear? Well, with their positive, when there's positive, there's negative. So here goes the negative part of the show. Did you hear about the racist white girl on Instagram?
Oh my God!
Seen that girl?
The one, she was in college, right?
Yeah,
or something. I
just
you know
hate
what?
Fucking niggers.
Oh, I scrolled past the bitch. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't give any situation like that. I don't give my time. Mm-hmm. Like, I will scroll if somebody has a quote on there that says racist or whatever. I scroll because you're not finna get that one like or that one view from me. Bitch.
That comment.
No, you ain't getting nothing. Like, how would honestly people listen to me? When you see something like that, stroll past it, because obviously they're trying to get attention. That's the number one thing that they're trying to get, whether it be negative attention or positive attention. How would that person feel if she said all of that and got not one view or not one like on her or not one comment on her page? That was a complete waste of her fucking day and a complete waste of her breath. Next subject.
Right. It would be dope if she got no views, but she still got expelled. Because she did get expelled from Alabama University. And the 19-year-old's mother, she graduated from Alabama. Alpha Phi sorority sister.
Won't be a part of that alma mater, huh?
Her mother doesn't agree with her, but she had to learn it from somewhere. And she said she deserved to be expelled.
Well,
I agree with the punishment. I fully support their decision, is what she said. This is not a reflection of how she was raised. She's just degrading herself, and it breaks my heart. I hope someone can look at this and learn. I don't want anyone to feel what I feel.
Oh, you know what? You know what's going to happen?
I kind of feel like she did the white people get your white people. That's that last sentence kind of did that to me.
Pretty much. But at the end of the day,
we'll
pray for her. Though. We'll pray for her at the community college that she'll be going. Go take your ass up the block.
No, what's that one shit with the commercial? What's it get credit?
ICDC College. Hey. Who's on that Romeo? Right? Gonna holler at Romeo, a nigger. ICDC College. Hey, I'm so ICDC. Yeah. That's where she gonna be going. Oh well, she gonna learn today.
And she feels, the daughter came out and said she felt like she didn't deserve to get expelled. I think this shit should be. Well, her name is Harley Barber. I'm sorry. Harley Barber felt like she's not a racist. She doesn't have a racist bone in her body, and this is just a bad time in her life.
Well, it's a bad time in a lot of people's lives, but the number one thing that you cannot do is get on social media and then post it. You know how many times I get mad and I make a video? I make a video and then I have to retrace my thoughts. Like, let me not post that shit.
I feel like that's like a 25, 26 times occurrence a day. Yeah. For you, I can see that happening.
Yeah, I better not put that up there. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you do.
You got to filter your thoughts.
You do. You have to just say, that was a moment in time where I was mad and I was thinking that. But when you actually put something out in the universe, don't get mad when the universe comes back on.
There's going to be a reaction.
Yeah,
you got to live with it.
For every action, there's one. There's a reaction.
Oh, I have a question. Like, as far as with you being the way you are, is this just you talk like this because this is our safe space?
No, I talk like this to every fucking body.
That's all I wanted to get.
No, yeah, definitely. Yep.
I just wanted the listeners to know what I know.
Too, everybody. Nope.
Lottie J in the building.
Drops the mic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her, man.
I mean, why did it seem like that? Did it seem
I know you. I know you. I just want everybody that didn't know you to know, like, no, that's really her.
Yeah,
that's really her.
That's me. But no, seriously, it's like I just choose the people I speak with. That's all. So when people are like, they don't really know me, or I don't really talk to them, because they don't really know me and I don't really talk to them. That's your fault, not mine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, on to the next subject. Oh my God. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Sucks to be you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really dope once you get to know me. But yeah, I don't really have any filter.
None at all. And that's what makes you great.
Thanks, Brentel. I think you're just saying that because he's saying that because we're related, you guys. Anybody else, he'd be like, man, that bitch got problems.
Nah, I love unfiltered people, like, because that's a quality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you're gonna be real regardless, like.
Yeah, that's.
It take me like I care about people's feelings and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So me, I would say I be having the fucked up shit. Exactly. I be having fucked up shit to say, but I be like, nah, let me reword that so it comes off less abrasive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's my quality. I don't know. I can say some fucked up shit to you, but when I say it, you're gonna be like, well, maybe he does it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me being like, nigga, you better, you know what I'm saying? And then now it turns into a fight. No, I just hear.
I mean, I'm
going to say something to you right now, and I need you to be receptive.
And
that's the tone.
But you know what it is? It's because at the end of the day, if I could articulate my thoughts and reword and rewire things, but then I would feel like that the next time I see you, you would think I'm that person, and I'm not. Because then the next time I see you and I want to actually be real with you, you gonna mess around and get your feelings hurt. You know, I'd rather just be honest and upfront and just be who I am the first time meeting you ever, so you know where we stand. You know what I'm saying? Because if I see you again, I'm not gonna have cupcakes and smiles. You know, I'm gonna be upfront and honest with you, like how I should have been in the first place. So.
Right, I get what you're saying. You know, like, yeah, I'm gonna be that way, but as far as like when it comes to like, there's a time when you got to be like, you just raw.
Very.
You raw.
Very.
Like it's that you get it how you. What it is, what it is.
Very. Yeah.
And that's the difference.
It's not. I mean, I
admired that about you.
I can be, but you know, there's a difference between like raw and then disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, there's times where I could be disrespectful, like older people. I don't think you are disrespectful. With older people, I'm just like very. I have to watch what I say to older people because I respect them. You know what I mean? Like like you said, when you asked me, am I like that with everybody? Of course, but I still respect them. Like, you know, everybody knows my dad is a pastor. I'm not gonna be like, Dad, move your fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to talk to him in that manner because I still respect him. But will I tell him to move his feet? Hell fucking yeah. Move your feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm still going to talk to him in a certain manner. I'm still going to be myself. Like, I'm not going to be, I don't think there's anything, a lot of times people think that when you're like that, like, it's like, oh, she's fake, she's this, she's that. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, I'm gonna just tell you how I feel, and if you don't like it,
it's on you. I got it out, and that's on you.
Right, it's on you. That's why I have 3 friends. 1, 2, 3. That's I only have 3. People are like, when you going out? You got no friends. I don't have no friends. I have 3. Like.
Oh,
we working with them 3 friends.
Oh my God.
Because people can't handle me.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
fine. That's fine. You know, sometimes I'm too much.
When you straighten up front like that, it's easy to weed out people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that got to be a great existence to have. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like the friends that I do have, I've had for 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying?
That's really, with me, I got the same set of friends. Well, it sucks because growing up, I had to move.
Right. So Army brat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I value friendships at a different level than most people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I already know what it's like you have to move all the time and then you lose track of your friends and shit like that. But the same friends I had when I first moved here, we still hang out. We still all get together and do shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Still talk to each other every day. You know what I mean?
I don't talk. Girls are different. I guess, like, I don't talk to my friends every day. I might talk to them. Like, we might, get on Facebook and stuff like that. And it's like something would have to go down. Like, with women, it's different. Like, something would have to go down for them to conversate with each other. Like,
I think,
oh damn, bitch, he came home at 4:00 in the morning again. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that.
Yo, did you see that trade? Did you see that game? That type of shit.
Right.
We all in the group chat because we all fucking nerds. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You know what I mean?
So we don't really talk like on the regular, but when we do talk, it's we're gonna talk for hours. Like it's like we got to catch up.
Right. See, yeah,
but. I don't, it's just, I guess, and then you get to a certain point too when you're married and have kids and stuff, you just don't have the drive or anything just to be like out like that. Like just to be social, like for what? Like.
Okay, even with like far as marriage goes, like you being married, well, you move far away. Say like if your three friends that you have, your road dogs, all live within like a mile proximity of you, would you like even get up with them?
I mean, like for what? Like like it depends on for what. Like seriously, like if their kids are having a birthday party or something like that and everything, but are we gonna be like kicking it on the porch for no good reason every day? No. Like, bitch, go home. You got kids and a husband too. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I don't, and that's what I guess there's a disconnect when I do come home with the people here because that's what they what they do. Like, there's like together every day and going to bar hopping every night. I am bar hopping tonight though. But it's for business, you know what I'm saying? But I am gonna go out tonight, but I just don't really see the point in it.
Okay, if they were in the same profession and they they shared the same goals and aspirations as you probably would. You probably link up with them more often, right?
Probably, yeah.
That's probably why me and my friends are so close.
Yeah. See, I mean, but then again, maybe not because I don't feel like hanging with the bitches every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, who feels like hanging with somebody every day? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like hanging with you every day. Like, no.
Okay, I guess it's different because we all don't live within miles of proximity of each other. Like, my dude's out in Germany. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
everybody
but like
gone.
even and still, like I bet I'm home. I'm like up the block from you. You know, on North Street or whatever. That don't mean I'm gonna knock on your door every day. Like that.
Of course.
I feel like after a certain age. It's like
we not going outside to play, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's like like go home. Like why are you here again? Yeah. I have nothing for you. like you would get aggravated if I came and knocked on your door every day after you got off work. Like I'm here. Let's
not really. Let's
watch TV together.
Definitely. But if we was on some shit like, hey, we finna conquer this, we finna do that. Hell yeah.
Right, like I said, like if it's about business or we moving forward, doing something positive, I'm all for that. But if it's just like we chilling,
hey, come kick, no, bro. No, even my dude Curse, like I would go to his crib 9 times out of 10 we working on music.
Right, like let's work. Like let's make a goal or something. Like I'm not gonna. I just cannot be that person that hangs around people for no apparent reason. Like, when you get tired, like, ain't you tired? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't you tired?
So we just gonna do the same thing every day, huh? everything. It's same conversation.
Right. I mean, the Swisher still ain't changed. It still tastes like grape. It's the same Swisher from you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the same Swisher from yesterday. Like, it's like, if we're not making no progress, I'm not going. And I guess that's why I only do have 3 friends, because if you don't have any substance, I'm not fucking with you. Mm-hmm. Period. If you have nothing going for yourself, you don't have any substance, if all you want to do is the same thing day in and day out, like, I mean, I got, if you're like that, if you're a person like that, I can kick it with you probably one time. And that's, you know, like a Different World marathon or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one Different World marathon. And then after that,
that is great.
We
that
cool.
is a great.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, we spent all day yesterday together. You got it out your system. I don't ever have to see you again. You know what I'm saying?
I got to see you for a year or 2 years.
We got it out. You know, we smoked all the blunts together. We ate popcorn.
Rinse and repeat.
Right? We're good. You know, but that's all I got in me. Like, I'm not gonna. You can't. After that, you can't come back over the next day and be like, "Did you see this Netflix series?" Bitch, go home. We just spent time together yesterday. You know,
Wow.
Time is of the essence. Mm-hmm. The clock is ticking. Mm-hmm. Time is money. Money is time. Oh, you had your free day yesterday. Kick rocks. Like, get off my porch.
Get off.
Get off my porch. And like, I am that person. I don't care who you are. You can ask my best friend Ashley. You can ask both Ashleys. Matter of fact, you can ask Deidre. You can ask all of my friends. If I don't care who it is, I will look at you when you come to my door. If you have not been invited to my house, you will be outside. I don't give a damn who you are. Do not knock on my door unless you have been invited or unless I know you're coming. I will sit on the couch. And my son be like, so-and-so here. I be like, they ain't call, nigga. Like, I'm not getting up. Not getting up.
Oh, shoot. Man, she said, I got to channel my energies before I get out here.
Straight up. Like, nah, I just don't, I ain't got it in me. I ain't getting off the couch.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. And because you value your time different when you're working.
Right. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
How you just gonna pop up? Like, I know you listen to Outkast. I called before I come. Come on, they ain't make that song for nothing, Brentel. Good. I won't just pop over. That was a classic album too.
Mm-hmm. I love that album. You know, I'm an Outkast fan.
Yeah.
What I really wanted to talk to you about is the sexual assaults that have been going on. And I know you have a different point of view when it. Oh shit.
Coming up out the coat for this one.
So what I was gonna do is read a couple of stories, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Because I got a direction of where I want to take it. Okay. Your boy Too Short. He's being sued for multiple sexual batteries right now. Dating, 2000. Wow, damn. Between shit. Damn, Short. Shit, I like. You know what? People's morality kind of weighs on if they like a person or not. Because I just did it right now in my head.
Right.
Like
Bill Cosby ain't guilty. No.
No, that nigga did it.
I'm just saying.
The rap legend Too Short is facing a lawsuit filed Friday in Los Angeles by a woman named Tiana Lewis. According to the docs obtained by TMZ, Tiana says Too Short sexually assaulted her on multiple occasions between June and October of 2016. In the suit, she says the attacks included forced oral sex, vaginal sex, and sodomy. She says...
Wait a minute, you said forced oral? You get one. I'm sorry. I got to do it. I got to do it.
I was just setting it up.
First of all, unless he got all of your yaki by the hair, by the grip, and he's moving your head back. You cannot be forced to have, or because let me tell you something. If somebody grab my head and I don't want to do it, I'm gagging, I'm throwing up on your dick, and that's the end of it. I don't believe in that forced oral. Now, did he do it to her, or she's claiming that he made her do it to him?
Let me see.
Either way, it's impossible.
Oh wait, no, he did it to her. He did it to her.
Okay, bitch. So how did he get down there?
Yeah. Let's see. Eventually produced a song together.
And you're suing? I'm sorry. I just never heard of anybody suing to get head. I cannot.
He threw her on the bed, held her down, undressed her, began performing oral sex on her. She claims subsequent incidents happened in hotel rooms or studios. She claimed on one occasion he told her, "I'm just gonna put the tip in." Damn, that's fucked up. I shouldn't have done it. Although she said no, please no, he continued in the suit. She says he held her down during vaginal sex, and so she was left bleeding and then brutally sodomized.
This is occurring more than one incident, right?
So that means she kept going back. Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing.
No, see, there's a position of power that he holds if they're doing producing a record together, right?
No.
She really wanted the record.
I don't give a... Well, if you really wanted the record, bitch, nut on them and go home. I feel like this. Listen, if you wanted the record...
Wait, time out. This is at Melanie J.
If you really wanted that record that bad, where's the lawsuit coming from? Because let me tell you something. If he has that much power over her to... Because all this sounds like to me...
It's a power play.
Yeah, all this sounds like to me is a power play. And I'm not judging her nor him. But what I am saying is what I can hear. And what I hear is, bitch, your album didn't go nowhere. Now you mad. That's what I hear. That's what I hear when all this is being said and done, because these are several different occurrences that happen where he quote unquote forced oral sex. I don't know any bitch that's gonna be like not happy with that. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
maybe he was trash.
It must have been. I mean, if she got a lawsuit, he was pretty trash. But what I am saying is, all these different occurrences, there's no reason why this should have happened.
It makes it a hard argument.
It really does.
For people who are going to defend Too Short.
Right. Like, if you know, why are you going back?
Because she was trying to get the record done. But I should be able, as a woman, she should be able to work with you without you doing that.
I'm quitting instantly. I need a new producer. If somebody
is not gonna get this record done, fuck it.
I'm saying if somebody did that, were there any police reports?
Okay. Yes,
made.
There were.
First time.
No. This
Second
is all.
time.
This is all in the
third
suit.
time.
Nope. There are no police reports. But the thing about it
interesting.
is, okay. You got all of these different occasions. She really wanted the record. Like, they met in 2015. They began recording in April, and then he did this in June. So they must have been recording the whole project. Yeah, I get it. You did all this work and you don't want to throw it away or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you are to say, you know what, I'm not going to do this record. I'm not going to do this. Fuck it. Mm-hmm. And you say no. Not well. A lot of times, dudes they're gonna learn. They're gonna be like, all right, chill. She's not like that. Let's just get the record done. Mm-hmm. Or they're not gonna do your record at all. Maybe he was the latter of the two, since she kept coming back.
I feel sorry for the girl.
speculation.
I feel sorry for the girl because I mean it was just one or two things sound like to me. The record didn't get done and her pussy was trash. Because obviously, she was hoping for.
He kept
was
doing it,
right, but
so
yeah,
it was
but she
decent,
was
right?
okay, but she was hoping for a higher position, and she didn't get that. Hence the lawsuit. Sorry, bitch. Better luck next time. Move to a different producer. Never, maybe next time it'll work.
Okay. Or like, cause we talking about what she could have did, right? I think the conversation needs to be more on, dog, what you did was wrong. You feel me?
I mean,
what you did was wrong. You mixed, okay, this was a business situation, you tried fucking that chick. That's wrong. You hold a position of power over her. You shouldn't be doing that. You want to fuck her after the record's done.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, a man's gonna be a man. You know what I mean? Like if she's willing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we trash.
Like if.
But
if she's willing, he's gonna go for it. What man's not gonna go? Especially if she looks good.
Who's to say? Who's to say if you got this power play, you feel entitled to it? He is too short. He pimp bitches or whatever. That's his facade, right? So he used to he made records about threesomes. He probably at this point, he's been doing that for 30 years. He feels entitled. He's a person of power, especially over her, because he's in a more powerful position than she is to produce a record. She needs a record done. She needs him. So I'm entitled to this pussy, right?
I don't know. Everybody's mental is different, but at the end of the day, the first time, the second time,
if you don't like it, you say something, then leave it alone.
Go to another producer.
Who's to say that she had that opportunity though?
If she's networking and she's in the studio with him, there's other producers in the studio. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Executive producers, yeah.
Yeah, there's other producers. Like, I don't know. I feel like, as far as he's concerned, though, if he did do something to that girl, he was in the wrong. He was in the wrong for doing something so detrimental to her that she felt like she needed to file some type of claim or go, take him to court. And I feel bad that she did have to do that, but at the end of the day, a lot of these women out here are. I'm not saying that.
You're saying they're giving it up to get in the position?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then when it doesn't work out, there's lawsuits. It's like,
that does happen, yes.
A lot. And it's like, because if the track record don't show, like you can't, this happened, in November, and then this happened in December, then this happened in January, and this happened in February, but you ain't got NAM police report, and you kept going back. That's not making you look victim, my nigga. That's making you look like you was an op.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what that making you look like. You just kept going back because you thought you were trying to get into a certain position. And now that it didn't work out like that, Too Short might have moved on to the next chick, and he might have gave you the album and it didn't go nowhere. Now you feel insulted because your pussy didn't get you where you thought it should have got you.
That's fair. I
sorry. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is with a lot of these females. It's just like, now I could see if she made that allegation and it was a one-time thing and it happened like that. If he did it one time and she went to the police and she sued him. I could see that.
It's a totally different story.
I could see that.
I get what you're
but
saying.
When you saying it happened this time, we was here and we was there. Well, damn, bitch, that's a lot of locations. Your pussy was spread everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So you have all these different locations and all these different stories, but didn't nobody say anything. And then now all of a sudden, I have no idea who you are. What is the girl's name?
Tiana Lewis.
Okay, has anybody even listened to any of her music, or we can pull her up? But whatever the case is, that's where she gonna be because
this nigga.
I'm just saying. That's where she gonna be at, you know, and that's the thing. Now you've done that and you done blackballed yourself. Because now who gonna want to really deal with you and take you seriously in the music industry now?
Yes, I agree with you. I ain't even gonna look at music. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, you know, and I, for one, a lot of women do that too. A lot of women, and I don't mean to do that. I just have to look at what the facts are, what it sounds like to me. I was sexually assaulted. You know what I'm saying? It took me one time. Once. I'm going to the police. And I was young. You know what I'm saying? Now, and I didn't, and even we can talk about the industry that I'm in now as well. I was supposed to be working with Walt. I love Walt to death. He's my hitter. I love him. But it did not work out as far as me and him being in a business relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's no longer my manager. But I love him. You know, I got love for him. But the one thing, and I was going to take him to court. I really was. But the one thing that I can say is I did not do anything with him sexually and then use it afterward to get back at him and say, oh, well, if you're going to be professional, be professional. Because at the end of the day, something had to happen to where he even could think that he could,
cool.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That it was cool for him to be like, and then even to come back a second time, and then come back a third time, and then come back a fourth time. I don't care if it was a wink or a kiss. You have to make sure that you draw that line straight on. Straight on. You know.
Okay, with this story, I wanted to go to the Aziz Ansari. Did you see the? Did you see? Have you seen any of what happened with him?
No. And I like him too.
Because I know you're gonna hear it and be like, "Woman,
Oh goodness.
They met at a party, an Emmy after party. They was both taking. They both was taking pictures and shit, right? They had a certain type of camera, and that's what drew the 23-year-old girl. She was then 22 when she met him. He got the number, texted her. They went on a date. Went back to his crib. I'm paraphrasing because I'm not reading all this.
I know that's right.
It's on babe.net if you want to read the story. I could put the story in the show notes, but they met up. Let me get to this shit. Because I want to read exactly what she said the encounter is, because it's some shit. Alright.
Some Lifetime types.
Nah, it wasn't even like that, fam. It was like, she took pictures of the meal, when it was on the date, all that shit, right?
Okay.
Get back to the spot. He's aggressive.
He's Indian. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying, no. They are. They are very aggressive. Like, Indian in their culture, they're go ahead. My bad.
Oh, man.
I'm saying, like, I was in that industry for a while, and they're very, very aggressive. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you just be like, nigga, do you want the dance or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, go ahead.
Let's see. They walked 2 blocks to his apartment. An exclusive address at the Tribeca Franklin Streets where Taylor Swift has a place too. She now this is her writing this from her point of view. Oh well, somebody's taking her account of what happened. They walked back in. She complimented his marble countertops, according to Grace. Ansari turned the compliment into an invitation. He said something along the lines of, "How about you hop up and take a seat?" Within moments, he was kissing her, and in a second, his hand was on her breast. Then he was undressing her. Then he undressed himself. She remembers feeling uncomfortable at how quickly things escalated. When Ansari told her he was going to grab a condom within minutes of the first kiss, Grace voiced her hesitation explicitly, saying something like, "Whoa, let's relax for a second, let's chill." She says he then resumed kissing her, briefly performed oral sex on her, and asked her to do the same thing to him. She did, but not for long. It was really quick. Everything was pretty much touched and done within 10 minutes of hooking up, except for actual sex. She says Ansari making a move on her, then he repeated during the encounter. The move he kept doing was taking his two fingers in a V shaped and putting them in her mouth.
I'm sorry.
In my throat to wet his fingers, because the moment he'd stick his fingers in my throat, he'd go straight to my vagina to try to finger me.
Okay.
The move Grace called the claw.
The claw.
On Twitter. At Milani J on Twitter.
You see Toy Story and you're like... The claw. Woo!
Her tonsils was like the claw.
We ain't shit. Okay.
Ansari physically pulled her hand towards his penis multiple times throughout the night. From the time he kissed her on the countertop onward, he probably moved his hand to his dick 5 to 7 times.
Okay.
He really kept doing it after I moved away. The main thing was that he wouldn't let her move away from him. She compared the path they cut across his apartment to a football play. It was 30 minutes of me getting up and moving, him following and sticking his fingers down my throat. It's really repetitive. It felt like a fucking game. Throughout the course of the short time in the apartment, she says she used verbal and nonverbal cues to indicate how uncomfortable she was and distressed how distressed she was. Okay. Most of discomfort was expressed in me pulling away, mumbling.
Dang, she acted like she was getting a pap smear.
Oh, no! God damn it!
He was her gynecologist.
She said, I stopped moving my lips and turned cold. Whether Ansari didn't notice, Grace knowingly ignored it or impossible for her to say. I know I was physically giving off cues that I wasn't interested. I don't think it was noticed at all or if it was ignored. Okay, now this is basically what happened through the night. She texted him after that, told him, that there was going to be a second date.
You think?
She said she wasn't interested. He stopped texting her.
Okay, so I mean, sound like to me a case of the chemistry just wasn't there. I mean, he say.
Okay, this is the conversation I really wanted to have.
Okay.
So by reading this story, is
okay.
that like consent, verbal cues, things of that nature. What is consent now? Because now motherfuckers like, as far as dating goes and sexual, content.
I feel like you
from a woman's perspective.
From a woman's perspective, well, you know, I'm not no regular woman.
Okay.
You said okay because honestly, you know, you got to be straight up. If you're not feeling it,
she gave him verse. She said, "Chill, stop. Whoa. Let's just relax."
No, you have to be. I mean,
you got to be blunt.
Very.
Because he's being blunt with his actions, right?
Very.
Okay.
So, you almost have to be like, tell him straight up, like, look, this is not turning me on. I don't like what you're doing at all. Let's not do this right now. Period. Move your fingers, nigga. Like, you know, you have to just be exactly what you're thinking in your mind. It needs to come out of your mouth because, and you can tell him like, it's not that I don't want to have another date or anything like that. I just feel like right now in this moment in time, this is not making me feel good. So let's stop and let's eat some carrots and ranch. And you
watch
know,
a movie, Netflix.
Like let's Netflix it up, and then maybe later on tonight or something. You know, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much right now.
Okay, now this is something that the younger women need to hear because with the motherfucking phones and shit and texting, the verbal cues, people don't pick up on those as much. Oh my God,
anymore. I was watching Grownish. And I don't know if you watched the episodes.
I watched the first one.
Did you? Okay, so it was the second one where they had they had an episode that talked about this. Okay. That talked about cues from text messages, and her little boo thing or whatever texted her and said, "Are you up?" That's like code now for like, let's get it popping. Are you up? What's good? Like, yeah, come through. So. And she was like, should I text him back? And like her and her little girl group got together and was like, nah, girl, because you know, are you up is are you up? Like, you know, so, my thoughts are be direct, be as direct as you can be. Ask questions, you know, ask when they text you or something like that and be
what
like,
you mean is I'm up.
yeah, like what you mean? Like, are you saying, are my eyes open? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you, I need tell me exactly what
your
you,
intentions.
Yeah, I need to know exactly what you're thinking because I don't want to go over there and you talking about some Netflix and chill, and I'm like literally thinking that's what we gonna do,
right? Is
watch Netflix and just chill, and you know you coming out with the magnums, like, bruh. You know, I need to know exactly where your thoughts. So, if I were younger and I was a younger woman and stuff like that, ask questions. And honestly, let me tell y'all, little girls, something. If they get frustrated with the questions, you can rest assured that they was not trying to just Netflix and chill. If they get frustrated on question 3, like never mind, or you know, you good. Like you already know that his mind was not on Funyuns. Okay, so just go on. Just say, go on to the next nigga, because you, yeah, be direct with them. And if I always say on your first date, if it's a first date, meet somewhere neutral. You know, ain't no apartments or none of that.
I feel like a first date should never go back to the crib.
Right. If it's a first date and it's really a first date and you're not trying to quote unquote Netflix and chill yourself.
See, okay, okay. Let's take it back to me at college age, 21, 22. If I did go back to the crib and nothing happened, I made sure of that, right?
Right.
Because that's a guarantee. Because, okay, this is dirtbag from thinking, right? This is dirtbag talking.
Okay.
You don't do nothing that first night, second or third for sure, they already, you gonna get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, relax on that. If that's what you plan to get, bro, don't speak on it and it'll happen for you.
Well, not, you know
what I mean? Don't even show your intentions like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or if that's how you plan to get. But if you are looking for just a a meet up, bang up type of situation, you gotta let that be known out the gate. Cause a lot of women, sometimes that's all they want too, especially in this era.
Facts, especially when like single moms and stuff like that. They don't have time to be Netflix and chilling and going out on dates and stuff like that. They just trying to get what they need to get and go home because they got baths and cookies to make. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to give them in the bathtub. We got cookies. We got packed lunches. We don't have time to be. Like mothers don't have time to sit there and entertain and yeah.
So I that's why I thought, like, as far as like the consent in 2018, like, bro, you got to talk. You got to talk.
You got to communicate.
You got to talk. That whole, like, because obviously the young motherfuckers can't read body cues. That shit is that's non-existent.
Or just nowadays. Tell them. Just tell them. Like it's okay, women and girls too. If you're at the age of consent, for you to tell them, like, you know what, I just really, like, you're cute and I just want to suck your dick tonight. Just be honest. Just put it out there. Put it out in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You can be a hoe. It's okay. Just say, I want to be a hoe. It's fine. But what you don't want to do is lead somebody on knowing that you're not going to do, because then that's when trouble comes.
But with the guys, another thing, this whole different perspective of, like, as dudes, we're taught, like, oh, she gonna say she don't want it when she really does. You know what I mean? That type of shit. Like, a lot of young dudes, the older guys, they'll tell you, your older cousins tell you, yeah, I mean, she'll say no, but, like, just chill out on it, and she really don't mean no. And that's a reflection of, like, a lot of women are taught, like, yeah, it's okay to want sex, but to act like you don't.
Right.
When you want that guy.
Right.
And like, that kind of turns us into a dude acting mad aggressive because he thinking that you just playing hard to get.
Yeah.
No, I think we need to squash that. It needs to be more blunt now. Like, if she don't say it, she probably don't.
And you know what? A lot of girls, just tell them exactly what you want. And I'm not talking about just sexual either, because a lot of girls, they hold out for material things. They do. A lot. Just, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. But just tell him that, yeah, I want to sleep with you, but I seen these real cute Tims. You know what I'm saying? They was $79.99. Get them for me and we can get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be honest, because that's what they're holding out for, Brentel. They holding out for that Gucci purse. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, they're holding out for material things. And with single moms too. I mean, they're holding out because they need that Sprint bill paid. You know what I'm saying? They want, of course they want to, but they ain't looking for love. These bitches are looking for help. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
They are looking for help.
I can't wait to hear the responses on this.
They looking for help.
It's gonna be so many motherfuckers like, not me, because I don't need no man.
Yes, you do, bitch. Yes, you do. You need every one of them. You know how many dicks I sucked that I thought to myself, damn, that was probably about $10,000 worth. I could have got this. This cell phone bill could be paid by now. Like, yeah. Yes, they do. That none of these women are going to admit to it because
Melody J in the building.
They're too holy, and they're too, oh, I'm so classy. But you know what? A classy woman knows her worth, and she knows what's real. And I feel bad for a lot of these single moms because they don't know how to be honest with themselves. Like, girl, bye. You done fucked about 4-5 brother-in-laws and cousins. You could have for free. Like, for free. You know what I'm saying? And I used to say that phrase.
We got a different perspective.
Right. And I used to say that phrase all the time. My husband used to get bothered by it. He laughs at it now, but I'd be like, ooh, he is sexy. I would fuck him for free. And he would, like, laugh, and I'd be like, nah, I ain't giving up nothing for free. I ain't giving nothing. But that's what a lot of women do. They hold out because they're told, know your worth, and, don't just give a man something. Well, what are we holding out for? Oh, he's supposed to take me to McDonald's first? Gotcha. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, okay. So, Red Lobster and a movie and a purse, and then he can get the pussy? I got it, Mom. Thanks.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Thanks for teaching me. You know, it's like, say that. Say that. If that's what you want, be upfront. Listen, I think you sexy. I would love to smash.
At least for the guys. If you're upfront, what's gonna happen? What won't happen is you getting drugged into the courtroom.
Facts.
That's the bottom line.
I can almost guarantee you that if she would have told Too Short, listen, I want to do this, but I need this, and this.
And it's a clear
before you get it. Before you get it, I need this, and this. And he would have done it for her. He would have got what he got, and they would have get easy peasy. You know?
Wow.
It could all be so simple. It really could. It really could.
That's the title. It all could be so simple.
It could all be so simple.
Sexual consent in 2018.
Yes, it could all be so simple. State what you want out of a person beforehand. And I can guarantee you, if a man really wants you, if he want to sleep with you, or if he wants something from you, he gonna come out the pocket and be like, "Oh, that's what you want? Cool, all right." If he really wants you, if he's digging you like that, you know what I'm saying? If he wants you, he'll come out the pocket and give you what you want. That's not a problem, because that's life. Like, that's life.
See, I knew we wasn't going to get to all the stories. That's really what I wanted to, I wanted to wrap it up with that conversation.
Yeah, I mean, that's life, though, you know.
I don't have anything else, so I'm just going to let it, it all could be so simple.
It really could. Speak up, ladies. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
And fellas, man, speak up and make your intentions clear.
But there are men that I have met that are like that.
At first, when I was younger, I didn't do that. I just had to, feel it out. Well, and it got to a point where I was like, no, look, XYZ, and that shit was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, what do you want?
There was no miscommunication.
Yeah, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And I've met guys like that too. Like, so how much is it? You know what I'm saying? How much is it to get? Like, how much? Like, they be wanting, because guys are starting to be more upfront and know, like, I understand though, but there are men out there that I know.
That's what I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, no. Well, and then you got the guys that's like, I ain't no trick ass nigga. I'm not I don't spend money on pussy. Well, you kind of do
in a roundabout way.
You spend a child support, nigga. That's money on pussy,
right? And or like you got the nice car, you got the house, you got all of that. That's tricking via your own circumstances.
You still paying for it.
Yeah.
So I mean, whether if you call yourself being old fashioned and taking somebody out on a date, still paying for it. Mm-hmm. You still paying for it. I mean, just racking it up, but it's still, you still, spending them coins, them bitcoins. Them bitcoins. Still spending it.
Oh man, that's it. We can leave it at that. Oh yeah, Twitter. What's your Twitter?
I think I ain't been on Twitter in a minute. Like, I'm not.
You should do your live videos on Twitter, though. You should get Periscope.
Periscope? I don't be looking decent half the time, because, that's why I'm
here. You real.
Okay, look. What is it? Okay, it is Melanie J. Yeah.
At Melanie J. So if everything that we said or she said that offended y'all, direct it right there at her Twitter, not mine.
Y'all can if you want to.
I am at Brintelligence. Everything via, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Oh, Brintelligence X on Snapchat. Yeah, hit the Facebook group up, man. There's been a couple people, posting things in there. We gotta get more active on that. If you post, I'm definitely gonna respond to you and kind.
Right.
So, leave Facebook podcast reviews and comments. We're gonna still read those on the show. We're still gonna shout out people who and don't do this. This is what I hate, you guys. Not literally, but if y'all would too, like, if you hear something, you hit me on like Facebook or something. Put that in like Stitcher or SoundCloud. Leave your feedback in those platforms for me.
Yeah, don't inbox. Like,
I mean, you could. I'm not like rejecting it, but it would do the show a great service if you were to leave your feedback on those platforms. But that's all I have to say. I took a little while. Had to get my mind right. I'm back.
I'm glad.
Strong.
You back strong. I'm glad you had me on. I'm glad I was able to come actually here and bless the basement.
Yes.
And, I'm glad that everything worked out accordingly so I could be here. I mean, I had a good time. So
yeah. It's always fun.
I am going to let y'all know, though, if you post anything negative, be prepared to get your feelings hurt. Cause
she don't care.
I really don't. Especially if you're from here. Be prepared. Like, be prepared. Be prepared.
Disney references is on point, dog.
I love kid movies. I swear I do.
Yeah, man. So, approach with caution. Yeah, but until next episode, hey, podcast every day.